guess she's gonna stay over at the windowsill. Good morning. Oh, I didn't see you guys come in. How you doing?
Oh, Miss Corningstone. I wasn't expecting company.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my channel. If you're a first-time visitor, thanks for watching. If you're a long-time subscriber, then thank you for your continued support. For this video, we did, and we're not gonna say we're gonna do because it's already happened in the past. We did a 20,000 step challenge. Using various apps such as Map My Run, which basically is just used for running. It basically tells you how far you ran, and you see me using it in other videos. And there's another one called Steps, and that's a really good one. And there's another one called Pedometer or something like that. I can't pronounce it correctly. So using those three apps, none of which are sponsoring this video, by the way. You know, I'm all ears if they would like to.
I can't. I am disgusted.
So without further ado, since Tupa is barking, let's get on with the video. A little different way this time. Try to make it a little longer. Well, this is kind of a mess. I may have to cross this road here. Damn it, I hate doing this. I hate crossing the freaking road. Going across the causeway. It's a crazy, sketchy route. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Now we're getting away from the traffic, and we're at the back to the residential side. Good. Cute doggies. We gotta cash some more retirement checks, brother. Oh, we're at the end of this dead end here.
I don't know if there's a way up or not.
Doesn't look like there's any trail, and there's a fence line, so I think this is the end. This is our limit of advance. We've done about a little over 2 miles, but you can see how high we are. It's beautiful. I can actually see some awesome scenery from up here. Magic Mountain is just over my left shoulder. I don't think you can see it though because there's a lot of trees, but it's definitely close by. And there's the schools here, and it's just a beautiful view. So, okay, well, we're gonna get home. Hopefully we can take advantage of these downhills and go a little faster and see how many steps we're at. Oh, you son of a... That would hurt. Woo-hoo. Close one. Whew, that was a close one. Oh my God. Just saw my life flash before my eyes back there, and I was tripping. I almost tripped on that little crack in the sidewalk.
This is so humiliating.
Good thing thank God my, Thank God for my ninja skills.
Look out, I've got cat-like speed and reflexes.
So we're almost home. We go down there and keep running, but then I have to play Frogger, so. Yay! Finally, 29 seconds left to spare. If you go too slow, the coach will yell at you and you have to do it again. That's why they have that timer on the stoplights. So piece of information. I don't know if you know. Almost done. Oh. Whew. All right, so we finished our run / ruck march, and we wound up with about, including my walking Tupa this morning around my apartment, we're looking at about 9,500 steps right now. Auspicious because we still got, 10,500, almost 11,000 more to go. So we're really gonna have to
Y'all make me sick.
Pick this off little by little, I think, during the day. But I'm still hopeful. We got a few more hours to do it. And I mean, it's only, what is it? It's not even noon yet. So I mean, there is hope. I'm not gonna give up just yet. I mean, we can probably do it.
Are you sure about that?
Tupa for another walk. She was asking me to go for a walk, aren't you, Tupa? Oh yeah. She's excited, and we are gonna go back to the park that we were at the other day, and if, depending on how Tupa feels, we might walk a little bit longer. And I'm gonna show you guys this new app that we have. I'll show it to you in a second. So we're on our way. We're back at the other park that we started in a few days ago. If you watched my last video, you'd recognize it. So, but we're gonna do hopefully a little longer walk. It's a little cooler out today, so Tupa should be all right, and I should be okay to carry her. So, well, we're trying to get going here with some steps, but it's taking a long time. Looking at every other dog that comes by, so it's hard to really get a good workout. What do you call it? The Steps app, and it's funny because it shows you a map, and you can probably see on the screen here. I'm going to show it to you on the screen, but it shows you like a map, and look how fat the lines are, because we're moving so slowly.
Idiot! You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
And the other funny thing it does is it tells you how many minutes you've been stationary, and it tells you how much you've been out, but then it tells you also how active you've been. So that's another one.
Uh-oh, Tupa's poo-pooing. Gotta clean up.
There's a couple of squirrels in here. Uh-oh. They went way up. Tupa's seriously wondering what's going on with these. Did you see some squirrels? Oh my God. Tupa, because she saw another doggy, and the doggy was growling and barking. They were saying hi, but then Tupa was like, rah, rah.
That is so embarrassing.
So I had to
Pick her up. Are you okay, Tupa? Are you thriving
now? I think she's okay. So this is exactly where we were literally the other day. So this is a hill we usually come up and down. So if I was a betting man, I'd say we're going to wind up going up there.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Whew. Okay, she wants to get down. Actually pretty impressed with Tupa today. She did a good job. She kind of went some of the way down up the hill. Usually I have to carry her all the way, but this time she did a little bit more. Come on, Tupa. Tupa and I literally just made it up to the top where we were. This is where pull the car up. But today we started at the other park and we went all the way back up to the top here to this park. So it's nice and cool. So Tupa's doing pretty well still, but I think I'm going to bring her back. Home stretch with Tupa. We're almost to the gate. See, that's our ending point. So let's our car is just like around the corner, but you know, once we get there, we're pretty much there. Almost by default. All right, Tupa, come on, let's go. We're almost there. Let's go, come on. All right, so we were back home. Our phone died before we got to the ending point. But us last. Tupa is enjoying something. She's chewing on something over here. I'm trying to feed her. So we have about 12,800 steps now. We still got a ways to go. Even after doing a pretty decent length run and a fairly long walk with Tupa, it still only came out to about 12,000 and some change.
And you are one pathetic loser.
Which means we still have about over 7,000 to go. And on that last little sojourn, we went up just under 3,000 steps. And we might have hit 3,000 if the
phone hadn't died, so I feel like I got cheated out of some steps here.
So we just have to do the extra work, I guess. Hopefully we have time. Hopefully the weather holds and we can get back out there again. You know, after a quick, brief break, having some lunch. And we'll have to get back at it after lunch because we got a long ways to go. Well, we're back at it again. As you saw, we have less than 13,000 steps. We still have like 7,000 more to go. And it's getting kind of late. It's like 3:30 or something like that. So I think we probably need to get some more walking in. Come on, Tupa, let's go, baby. You want to go for a walk? I'm motivated. Look at this thing right here. This is the fire hydrant that was replaced, and this was that's a telephone pole. So the other day, somebody hit that fire hydrant in the background there, and they came running down the road here apparently in their truck, and they jumped the curb, and they went through a telephone pole. They knocked like a telephone pole that size down. They literally snapped it in half, and this was the result. Well, we made it up here. We're almost up to the other park that we started at the first couple of times we went for a walk. All right, Tupa, let's go. Okay, so we're getting up the hill some more. We're gonna be carried for a little bit. And yep, this is really close to where we were earlier. Right, Tupa? This is where we were earlier. All right, as our second afternoon walk is winding down, we're heading back in to where we live, and we'll have a really quick tally on how far we wound up walking, right, Tupa? I mean, Tupa did some of the walking herself, but I did most of it. We'll just tell her that she did it on her own, just so she'll feel better. So this was the total for our walk, and it was pretty good, actually. We got a lot done this afternoon. But unfortunately, when I get to the end, the sad part of it is that I was still well short of my 20,000 goal. So stay tuned to see if we make that goal. So after figuring out my steps, we get through this gate here. After figuring out my steps, I realized that I got about 4,400 more to go. So I decided to just go back out again one more time. And hopefully, put these keys away. Hopefully that will be enough if I go and knock out a couple more miles. Good luck with that, right? I'll let you know how that works out. Hopefully this will get me to my 20,000 that I'm looking for. I'm running up against the daylight here, and that goes well. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my phone, set my new workout, and we're on our way. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm
Pretty tired right now.
You know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
But we're coming out around 1,200 at this stage, 1,200 steps. So if I can manage another 1,000 that way, another 1,000 back, that should almost cover us. You know, and then come straight back. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not making any sense. I'm delirious. My splits are off and I'm terrible.
Juice.
Just hit the turnaround point. 2,200 steps. Not sure what that's going to translate into for miles, but we're coming back pretty much the way we came, and not really making any great splits right now.
Bitch, what? I am disgusted with you, bitch.
Just barely keeping it going, so another mile to go plus. Let's see what happens. All right, we're coming into Bell Lap right now. Holy crap, man. We're gonna find out if I actually got my 20,000 at the end of this thing, so stay tuned. I'm gonna try to get into this gate here. I don't know if it's open or not. Okay, good, it's not locked all the way. You gotta be kidding me, I'm 50 steps short. All right, we're just gonna do the 50 steps right here. So we're just gonna go around.
Know how I feel. Why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation. Like, you know I'm not happy.
All right, so we got our 20,000 steps. Tupa is very happy with them. She was very helpful. She helped us with a lot of those steps. Not all of them, but she was in there for some of them, maybe half of them, so that was good. Yeah, 20,000 is a lot in a day, you know. It's, I mean, it's not the hardest thing I've ever done, but it's, you know, hardest thing I've done lately, I guess you could say. You know, if I was 10 years younger and about 40 pounds lighter, this would have been a piece of cake, but I'm not, so it was not. Don't forget to subscribe and, yeah, just share and like my video and stay safe and keep the faith.